Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Antonio Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. Today I'm taking a look at some comics. These are kind of weird for me because this is a facsimile edition of Veronica 28 and Betty number 8, which I used to own both of these. And honestly, it was Veronica 28, which was a Grail edition for me. A book that I spent a lot of money to get. And it has increased since then, but it is one that I sold during the divorce several years back. And so when I saw that Archie Comics was making a facsimile edition, I picked it up. Now, if you're unaware, Veronica 28, this came out, it was done by Dan DeCarlo, and it was deemed just too racy for an all-ages Comic Code Authority comic book. And so they pulled the cover, and it was pretty controversial, and they switched it out with a different cover from a different issue of Veronica. So if you have a complete run of Veronica, which I used to have, you would have two covers that were the same, but they were about 20 issues apart. This, however, Archie Comics, times have changed, and they're like, oh, let's reissue that. So they did that. This one is known because it was not only a little bit racy, but horrendously awkward looking when you flip it over and look upside down. Like, it just looks like, what were you doing? It looks almost reasonable this way, but when you flip it over, it looks crazy. So that is why these books exist. That is why they have reissued them. As you can see, it's $3.99 cover prices. The ads are the same. Like, it's very authentic to its original design, except that the inside is going to be revised, glossy paged, modern versions of the original comic inside. The original book would have been just soft paper, like newsprint, basically, and not this high gloss format. I prefer the newsprint format by far. I'm not big on the high glossy pages. I feel like it's not maybe exactly true to what I like about the art form. I like the newsprint aspect of it, the paper type paper instead of the magazine paper. And I know that increases the value or the cost of making them a lot too. Here is a spoof of Supermarket Sweep, a game show I have watched hundreds of times and still don't fully understand what the hell they're doing. So there's a lot of nostalgia in this book. A lot of the references are dating back quite some time. Pocky and Rocky. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Yeah, the third one was coming out. And of course you get a Mega Man 5 ad because this was the olden times. And then the Betty number 8. We get some Jaguar mystery. Looks like Betty's Diary, which was a whole book in and of itself. Your classic Archie panels and styles and designs, which I still love the classic Archie designs and styles. I don't like the new revised Archie stuff at all. Don't touch it. And even some of the original design style, but like still in present day stuff, I don't care for it either because it doesn't feel the same as original Archie writing. I don't know. It's just different. I don't care for it. Definitely stick with Archie's up to, I can't remember. Probably till about 2000 I'd stick with Archie's. Then after that, I'm out. I'm clocking out. So these would be, I think both of these took place early to mid 90s. Yeah, definitely based on the ads. It's got to be mid 90s at least. Kind of your typical random Archie adventures and things like that. And then your ads. So yeah, not a ton to say about them, except that I was excited to get these. The Betty, I didn't really realize was that big of a controversial issue until after I had sold it and later. But I had a lot of highly desirable like bikini issues and stuff like that of Betty, Veronica, and a whole bunch of Archie comics that I had sold. And I was lucky enough, I had picked up Veronica 28 off of a Facebook purchase and trade. I think I had originally paid around $50 for it, and it was a pretty good copy. Considering now that you know, a really good copy of it I've seen on eBay for $100 to $200, which I'm not going to rebuy. I'm not getting it again. I'm perfectly happy with a facsimile issue. Just for the nostalgia of it. I don't need an original copy. And as far as the Betty goes, I was just surprised that they were reissuing it, so I picked it up as well. Anyway, those, like, if you want these, they're real easy to get. Just order them. I get Archie comic ads on my Facebook page. So, like, they just popped in, and I was like, oh, I can get Veronica 28 for $3.99? Heck yeah. Boop. Ordered that, so that came. And then there was a few other, the one where Archie's talking, like, walking away, carrying Betty, and talking about beating the other guys with sticks and stuff like that. That one's a reissue. They've reissued a bunch. I hope they reissue, like, the first appearance of Cheryl Blossom. I would love to have a reissue of that. And maybe a few of the other Veronica covers would be great reissues, because Veronica had probably the best covers in the Archie books. But, yeah, if you want these, that's where you can find them. That's where I got these. And I was glad to have them just so I could have a copy of 28, even if it's not the 28, back in my collection just as a reference. And I appreciate that. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for everything. I'll catch you guys later.